I wonder who's taking it, Phil. I wonder what it's going to be. Confectioners would be nice. Or wouldn't it be fun if it turned into a toy shop? It's too big to be a sweet shop. And I doubt it'll be for toys. It's too close to the high street. Oh, I suppose you're right. It's bound to turn into something boring like a draper's or a hardware shop.
Do you think you might deign to finish this conversation somewhere else and at a more convenient time? This is hardly the most dignified form of travel for an emperor's emissary.
Or for anyone else, for that matter.
If anyone I knew, even slightly, were to see me now, I think I might very well die of shame.
You really are the three most ungrateful little people I've ever come across. You were the ones who wanted to be taken out. Quick, hide!
I was wondering where you bright sparks had got to. Been out for a walk, I see.
Only as far as the park, Millie. We felt like getting some fresh air.
I should not think he was in need of it as well, Master Gerald. The hours you pair puts in cooped up in that there nursery ain't nobody's business. Oh, your Dolly enjoy herself, did she, Miss Philippa? You ain't done much of a job at tucking a poor lamb in. Just look at that there blanket, all creased and crumpled up it is.
Oh, it's all right, Millie. We'll soon be home.
Tain't all right neither. Here, I'll bundle her up nice and tidy. She'll catch a little death of cold, she will.
You mean, Millie, truly? Well, she can't catch cold, Millie. She's only a doll. Come on, Phil, we're going to be late.
Anyways, I ain't never seen a boy push a dolly's perambulator before.
It's all right. The coast's clear. You can come out.
Oh, a fine pair of conquering companions I've been landed with. Cowering underneath a doll's blanket for fear of being tucked in by a housemaid.
You can talk, Spellbush. You were the first one under the bedclothes.
Who was? You were.
Wasn't he the first one under the blankets, Spellbush?
I have never, ever been so humiliated in my entire life. I have no wish to discuss the matter further. Kindly wheel me home.
Safe to come out now. Well, let's get started.
Started on what? Might one inquire further, brother, as to what kind of business it is your intention to pursue?
One, sister, that will not only gain me instant access to that fool photographer's house, but will also grant me an opportunity of searching the premises at will and undisturbed.
And what profession, pray, might that be? Monsieur Henri Fontainebleau, importer of fine wines and spirits? Who might Monsieur Fontainebleau be when he's about?
Why, c'est moi, ma soeur, naturellement.
You?
Who else? Well, will be, once this premises is got ready, and I have my disguise to aid. No, monsieur!
I beg your pardon, sir?
Yeah. Do not walk underneath. It is, how do you say in English?
Ladder?
Bonne chance mauvais, n'est-ce pas?
Chance mauvais. Oh, bad luck, I see. Yes, I'm obliged to you, sir, for reminding me.
Oh, but it was my pleasure, monsieur. Oh, permettez-moi.
Oh, well, thank you, yes. Mercy, mercy. And bon chance to you for your establishment of inn. Yes, good day to you, sir. Good day.
Bonjour, monsieur le photographer. Bonjour. Around the ladder or underneath it, whichever path you take, you old goat. My chance will be bon. Mission accomplished, sister. I've established communication with the old goat.
And how long will it be, do you suppose, before the old goat discovers that your business establishment is much like yourself, a whited sepulchre? A great deal to show on the exterior, but nothing to offer within.
There'll be no reason for Garstanton to come in here. when the time to strike is ripe, I shall take my business to him.
And when might that be, might one deign to ask?
Next Sunday, Sarah. The plan is timed for Sunday.
The Sabbath, I might have known it. You never did have any sense of propriety, Harwell. Only you could pursue the devil's work on the Lord's day.
Better the day, the better the deed. No, it has to be the Sabbath, Sarah. You watch. Wait and see how my plan bears fruit.
Oh, I shall do that, brother, if the asylum attendants have not borne you off before.
I sometimes feel, Sarah, that your enthusiasm for this project is not entirely wholehearted.
I know I've made the point before, but at the risk of repeating myself, I really must insist that the plumbing facilities in this establishment leave a great deal to be desired.
Would you like some more hot water, Spelbush?
No, thank you. It's not the hot water that's at issue.
It is as far as some of us are concerned. There are 2 more of us waiting to take our turn in that thing.
If you don't stop blathering, the hot water will be cold.
I am merely making the point that an emperor's plenipotentiary should not be required to take his bath in a receptacle intended for containing gravy. Nor should he be expected to scrub his back with someone's old discarded nail brush.
That nail brush was neither old nor discarded. It was very nearly new. I think you're an extremely ungrateful little person.
He's extremely selfish. That's his trouble.
Extremely always was.
I'm extremely chilly, if you want to know the truth. There's a fearsome draft coming from underneath that door. Would someone oblige me, please, by moving my screen a little to the right?
Oh, please get on with your bath, Spelbush. It'll be lunchtime soon, and we've got to get the gravy boat back before somebody notices that it's gone.
I am getting on with it as quickly as I can. If someone would have the good manners to move my screen, please.
Oh, Brelka, if we don't do what he wants, we'll be here all day.
Yeah, don't look.
I wouldn't dream of looking.
Careful! Push!
Now look what you've done.
Just a minute, could I pass me a towel first? It's not funny.
Oh, there, what did we tell you?
Thank you, young man.
Fine sport.
Luncheon, sir.
Good. Children in yet?
No. Oh, I think they're still in the nursery, sir.
Well, you better give them another rallying gong roll then, just in case they missed the first one.
You ought to be made to clear this up.
Oh,
You're the ones who knocked it over. Come on, Phil. You know how Grandfather likes things to run on time on Sundays. Oh, you're very, very naughty.
It wasn't our fault.
I haven't had my bath yet.
And don't you dare move, any of you, until we get back. That's if you want your lunch.
That child would do very well as the governess of a prison.
It's like a prison.
Food's better, though.
Oh, Fistram.
What's for pudding?
Oh, come on, slow coaches.
I think that's everything, sir.
No, it isn't. There isn't any gravy.
Yes, there is, sir. There.
In the milk jug?
I'm afraid the gravy boat's gone missing, sir. Cook and me searched this house from top to bottom.
Well, you must have missed the middle floor then. What's that over there?
The gravy boat, sir.
Yeah, well, no harm done. Bring it over here and I'll tip this into it.
Ooh, getting half dirty. I'll take it down to the kitchen and give it a rinse round if you think somebody had had a bath in it.
Oh, give it here, Millie. You're too fussy by half. There we are. There, take that. Now then, gravy, children?
No, thank you.
What? No gravy?
Well, you neither know what's good for you. There. Gravy? Good heavens, best part of the whole meal. Right, now then. Grease. Hands together. For what we are about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful.
Amen. If anyone had told me a week ago that I'd be sitting down to a Sabbath repast of cold sheep's head broth and potted brawn in a rat-infested, draft-riddled retail premise, I'd have declared them out of their heads.
Supposing I told you that next week you'd be dining off gold plate, sipping champagne from the finest crystal, what would you declare then?
Nothing different. I had you marked down for the madhouse ages since.
You'll have me marked down for something else this evening, I warrant, when I come back with those little creatures in me's hands.
We've had that tale once too often.
Ah, but this time, my plan is perfect.
And what is it you intend to do, brother? Put down a saucer full of sherry and trust they'll drink themselves into a stupor?
No, sister, this is not for them. This is for the old goat. In half an hour's time, I shall step round to his place and present him with this with my compliments. A bottle of the rarest and finest Amontillado.
Always knew you had more money than sense, Harwell, though precious little of either.
No, but this bottle is not what it seems, Sarah. The contents have been tampered with.
Looks perfectly sound to me.
Aye, and so it will to Gar Stanton, too. But believe me, sister, I have doctored this with a sleeping potion. 2 minutes after taking a glass of this, the old goat will feel drowsy. After 5 minutes, he'll be in the land of Nod.
And you can count on him taking a glass this afternoon, can you? And his entire household with him, brats and all, I fancy.
I told you my plan was fashioned for a Sunday, Sarah. He runs that household of his like clockwork on the Sabbath. In 15 minutes' time, those brats will leave for Sunday school with the housemaid, and the old goat will settle down with a glass of sherry. I know the timetable of that household like I know the contours of this face.
What about the cook?
The cook, like all cooks, having laboured over a Sunday lunch, will settle down for an afternoon nap in front of the kitchen fire. She sleeps like a butcher's dog. Now tell me, sister, that my plan is less than perfect.
Can you guarantee that Gar Stanton will drink your sherry?
The finest Amontillado, sister. He won't be able to resist it. I can guarantee you that, as surely as I can guarantee that those brats will leave with the housemaid at 3 o'clock precisely.
Oh, come on, don't walk. Hurry up. Come on. We mustn't be late.
What did I tell you? Right on time.
Quick, someone's coming.
Bonjour, madame.
Was you wanted to see the master, sir?
No. I've no wish to disturb him on his rest. Be so good, madame, as to present him with this bottle of Amontillado, with the compliments of Henri Fontainebleau. Merci beaucoup.
Well, blessed.
What do you think he's up to?
No good, you may be sure of that.
Come on. We need the ladder, Fistram.
Yes, the ladder.
We were looking for some food. Well, I'm blowed. And that's all he said, cook?
Yes, sir, that you was to have it with his compliments.
Well, I'm indebted to him then. Thank you, cook. Amontillado, no less. Well, I'm jiggered. Now,
Much longer.
I've told you, Sarah. Give it 15 minutes and then they'll both be sound asleep. Right, I'm going in now, Sarah. I'll see you back at the shop.
fountain?
Fontainebleau, monsieur.
Oh, of course, yes, fountain. Yes, cook let you in, did she? Ah, and you returned to see if I appreciated your Amontillado and me out to the world? Well, it's deuced bad-mannered and unneighbourly of me.
Not at all, monsieur, if you'd like to rest.
I wouldn't dream of it, my dear, I wouldn't dream of it. No, you've been more than generous to me, and now it's my turn to act the host. Come on, my dear chap, come on. Yes, sit down, old fellow, sit down. Now then, let me see now, what can I offer you in return? Would you care for a drop of your own?
No.
No. Of course you wouldn't, being in the trade, you probably hate the sight of the stuff. Tell you what, why don't I repay you in kind? Now, how would you like me to take your photographic likeness?
No, thank you, monsieur. Anything but that.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're quite right, of course, yes. Mustn't labour on the Sabbath. But I would like to make some little gesture. Ready? I've got it. Cook's trifle, bless her. Cook's trifle, the very thing for you. Yes, the very thing. Between you and me, her cabinet pudding is unspeakable. But you cannot fault her trifle. Oh, dear me, no. There you are, take it, my dear chap. Take it. Le trifle anglaise, what? Very English.
Oh.
Eat up, my dear chap, don't stand on the ceremony, swallow it down, yes. Yes, just the stuff to give the truth, what? Yes. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yes, small recompense, though, compared with what you did for me. What? Oh, good heavens, a whole bottle of Amontillado. You really shouldn't have, you know. And you came back to see what I thought of it. Oh, dear. Well, there's no point in beating about the bush. Afraid I've got a small confession to make. I haven't as much as tasted it yet. I was going to, yes, poured myself a glass and then decided against it. I've got a bit of jippy tummy, you know. I can't think what brought it on, though. I thought it could have been that gravy. It had a very odd flavour about it. Anyway, rather than waste your Amontillado, I tipped it into the trifle. And then I added a drop more for luck, what? I haven't overdone it, have I? Can you tell it's there? Mr. Blue Fountain? Mr. Blue Fountain? Good heavens above, what extraordinary goings on. Good Lord, opening that wine shop must have been too much for the chap. The fellow must have worked himself into the ground. It's a funny way to carry on, though, I must say, in another fellow's living quarters. I'd never have done in the mess, I know that. Don't really approve of it at all myself, I can tell you that.
Trying to annoy me. What?
Is he really sound asleep, do you think, or is he play acting?
Ugh. He isn't just sleeping. He's been drugged.
Drugged?
Ugh.
Drugged with what? Who did it? Why?
I've no idea. But it's not for us to miss an opportunity. Have you got a knife, Fistrum?
I've got some scissors.
Yes.
Spellbook. Surely you're not going to...
Yes. Yes. No, of course not. We'll need the ladder, though.
Yes, ladder.
I'm going to teach him not to cheat his way to people's homes in ridiculous disguises. You next.
No, you first. No, come on, come up here.
Oh, you're so stupid. Come on.
Yes, I did, Gerald.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You didn't. I knew all about David and Goliath.
But I knew all about Moses and the bulrushes. I got lots more points than you did.
Quiet! Quiet down there. You disturbed the visitor in the parlour.
Who is it, Grandfather?
Well, it was that French gentleman from the wine shop, Mr. Greenspring, Brownwell, at Blue Fountain.
Fontainebleau.
Why is he asleep?
Oh, search me. Tired, I suppose. Good heavens. He's had nearly 2 hours, though. Billy, we will take tea in the parlour.
Very good, sir.
Now, look here, Mr. Bluefountain, this has gone quite far enough. You've had over 2 hours in the... Good heavens, sir, what's happened? Oh,
my head. I seem to have, how you say, dropped off.
It's your face, sir. What have you done? Your moustache, your beard.
Mon Dieu! Comment allez-vous? Pardonnez-moi, monsieur.
Funny race, the French.
I knew lots and lots. You knew hardly anything. I knew all about Samson. They cut off all his hair. Who did? Delilah. Why? We haven't done that. Come on, you two. Your don't know. Yes, we have. Perhaps it'll be a confectioner's next. Or toys.
Told you, Phil, it won't be either. It'll be a boring hardware shop or something. I wouldn't be surprised. That's if it's anything at all. It might just stay closed.
Excuse me. Why have we stopped?
Keep down. Somebody will see you. Don't be so naughty.
Kindly refrain, young woman, from referring to me as naughty. And please take note that my objections to travelling in a perambulator extend equally to shopping baskets.
It was you three who wanted a picnic. How did you expect to travel?
I suppose there are two kinds of cake. I found the caraway seed cake.
But you don't like seed cake.
Shh, I know. But where's the Madeira?
There wasn't room to pack 2 sorts of cake. Not with you 3 in there as well.
We packed some strawberry jam tarts.
I can't imagine why you chose to pack jam tarts. There's strawberry jam all over my dress.
Welcome, because they've no consideration, that's why.
The organisation of this expedition leaves a great deal to be desired.
Exactly.
If you don't get down now, all 3 of you will stay down. I'll wedge you down.
We put bread and cheese on top of you.